Okay.
Not now, in any case.
Sure, sir. Happy morning to everybody, and a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful evening. There is constant, of course, good way questions about when I connect into that emptiness, when I connect into that quantum field, what do I do? So this field is that energy that we are, where everybody is connected to everything. When we are going out of the body or away from our life, means when I say you go beyond the body, means we are thinking the field, which is energy, is thought, is pure thought, is called awareness or consciousness. It's pure thought. Our mind has, based on memories, a lot of derived thought. The field where everything is originating is the pure thought. That intelligence which is creating constantly something, something, something through us is field of pure thought, pure consciousness, what we call. So when we withdraw about our life events, memories about life events, memories about our perceived notion of what this universe, what this earth, what we are, all that is, then we are becoming that because that's what exists. So when we go in there, now this is, I say this is unknown, this is unpredictable. This has infinite possibility and opportunities. If we have to, if we want to say solve a problem, then if we only think around what we know, if we try to solve the problem thinking around what we know, then we will still be within that problem. So we have to think greater than a problem. Now, one way is to leave everything that we know about it and then leave out to this infinity which is greater than our thought realm. Now, if you make everything predictable, unknown, so predictable. So if when you are taking up a project and then based on how you are going to plan, because this is how you know, and then you make everything predictable based on what you know, because then it becomes predictable. When we know something and we plan based on certain way, then it becomes predictable. It is required, but we plan it and it becomes predictable. And then there'll be a certain experience that we expect, and then it is going to come. But that's all again based on what we know. But if we can, depending on where we feel that necessity, but if we go into this field, which is again unpredictable because there is so many possibilities of any kind exist, we go there with an open mind where we don't make again the same predictable. You don't ask and then discuss and then think through again the same set of thoughts in this greater energy field. Whatever that you're thinking about a great, beautiful vision or a project, if you keep thinking the same vision again and again there, then you are again going into the known. So when we are here, we have two choices. One is it's a perfect radio station or a TV station. One is the auto scan button, another is a tune in to a specific channel button. Either way, we got to place our attention somewhere and then leave it to the field to then work through the various possibilities. Auto scan, auto tune in, that button we go. So we go in and say, I'm ready in this field. I'm becoming completely empty and zero. I'm keeping aside everything. Even if I'm embarking on the greatest project, I'm keeping aside everything. And then let me see what comes to me today. So that is one model where you're going in there, you're placing your attention on nothing, you just are becoming that emptiness of nobody, nothing, nowhere, no place. And then you be there without placing your intention on anything beyond that emptiness. Then you are in that auto-tune model. And you are into the auto-tune model. Then this intelligent field is deciding what is right for you. It's like when we are with Ramani sir or SVB sir or Karthikeyan sir, when we go to these great leaders and we get an opportunity to meet them, a lot of times that time we get, we fill in and then try to fill in with what we know. We're not even made ourselves empty. We already go and then fill in with what we know, and then we get 5 minutes with them, and then the 5 minutes is about 3 minutes are about, sir, I met you and I did this and I did this and I did this, and then all that is over. They are a field. They have abundance of knowledge, wisdom. But if you go to them with an open mind, then they can decide and say, okay, so intuitively they also feel something will be there always when you're meeting a person. Sir, tell me a concept. Sir, give me something. If you ask for something, you could ask something like that. Or sir, anything that can enrich me, whatever, right? And if you can, even if you just there and then say quiet, if they feel intuitively, they might add that thing back to you. And it can be the best thing, because when you let it go, then they are intuitively telling you something which will be perhaps best used for you that time, that place. If you go with a full cup, then we don't receive anything. Simple. But if you let them, so you have two choices. Just say, sir, anything. Or second, sir, I'm starting on this project, so can you give guidance and leave it? So either tune in to something or auto-tune, means, you just be empty, open. But not go and then speak the program that is actually going to come out of a channel. We are there to receive. We are not there to put stuff there and again and again and again. So in this emptiness, dear friends, the two choices are either you go there, auto-tune. I'm here, abundance of energies of various possibilities, infinite possibilities. So I'm just being there. Most of the time I'm like that. When I'm meditating, I'm going in and then I'm not specifically putting my attention on anything specifically. Sometimes I do. If I'm looking for but the second part is tune in. It is exactly like a radio station or a TV station. You tune in to a specific channel, you move your knob there, needle there. You want high-speed Hindi songs, then you go to this FM. You want nice Kannada songs, you go to this AM or FM. You want some other type, then you go there, right? The same way you turn the knob to that. So what is that knob here? What energy are you looking at? I mean, it could be a solution you're seeking, it could be healing. So I'm tuning into this healing energy. I'm tuning into this miraculous energy. That's more broader. I want to make my life enriched with miracles. I'm tuning into this mystical energy. I want to go deeper into the infinite nature of this universe. I want to understand what is this mysteries about it. Where am I? Who am I? Who is Lord Shiva? Who is Lord Murugan? Sapta Rishis, they say that is all creating this whole universe. Where are they? Then when we tune in, what happens? It could be, so then we place our intention on that. I'm becoming a mystic. I'm understanding everything about Saptarshis. tune in. That's everything is a channel the way your imagination flows. Whatever that you are seeking, it could be at a very broadly, like I'm tuning into the healing energy so that you're just receiving those tremendous amounts of healing energies to repair yourself, or increase your body health, or know something bigger or whatever, greater, anything. So we tune into a channel and then pull back. Then now we don't go deep down and say, okay, my health, okay, this body, this place, this is there, this condition is there, so this condition, something else is there. Now if I eat, if I solve, if I get this energy, all together is how I solve the problem. Then if we go and put our own plan there, then universe is saying, okay, this is the plan this thing wants now. So I got to just give that plan only. I can't give anything more. Because everything is based on attention. Where your attention goes, energy flows up, right? Observation collapses the possibility. So what we observe is what we. So if you don't observe there in that field, and then you are open, because you already asked during the day some things, and you are tuned in an empty state, then it is then looking at giving what is right for you, because consciousness is awareness, and awareness is always paying attention to each and every one of us. So two choices, dear friends, when you are there, place an intention and then leave it, or just be with the emptiness. Either is fine. So the greater when our body energy increases, that's where we are doing elevating. The low emotions are low vibrations, higher emotions are high vibrations. As energy increases, as we go into love, compassion, gratitude, joy, appreciations, as we become empty, the emptiness going into the coherent state when we are in this higher emotions. So then the body energy is increasing. The greater the body energy vibration, so you're going into this field more deeply. And so if you agree with me that it has a higher intelligence, higher consciousness, so the more frequency, more deeply we are there, so we are receiving more higher information, so our consciousness expands more. If a consciousness is expanding more, then awareness is more. When our awareness is more, then we have a greater mind. It's all about awareness. How much aware I am in receiving everything that's coming in me, converting an opportunity and a possibility that's there with me. More awareness means more conscious. More conscious means more information we're going to download, larger information. What is that information? If you say you're embarking on a project now, we only remember say maybe for 1 year, 2 years ago, what we have done. That's all we remember. You and I probably don't even remember what we have done in childhood in solving a problem of the same nature. We probably don't remember at all. But this awareness, the more greater aware you are, then it is pulling that information for us and then saying, hey, look, this is a technique you can apply. And of course, it goes far much beyond this life, right? Which we're not talking, but there is existing, so it is going much beyond this life. So pulling all that information so that we have a lot more useful data insights. Somebody yesterday said, here's how we have a plan. They said, okay, suddenly this thing called webinars is coming to me. Webinars is something they have to do. It's not in my plan at all, but webinar is coming away. Maybe webinar is away. No, not webinar, podcast. They said podcast is coming to me. Maybe podcast is a way that I can promote a lot more. But that is a message. If you're not thinking in your plan, but then suddenly you keep seeing that, okay, podcast, or that thought coming to you when you are in the emptiness, then it is telling you that, okay, you benefit by using this technology to do whatever you're doing more successfully. So, dear friends, so let's create an intent that I'm connecting to this emptiness today, once again. And then we spend as long as we can in that, because the longer we stay, the more we become, the more we receive. Simple, right? Because that's where the longer you place your attention on something, the more you become of it. So let's place our attention for as long as we want in this field. Relax yourself. For newcomers, we're doing breath mindfulness meditation, Anapanasati, where we close your fingers into fingers, and then keep your hands comfortably in your lap, cross your feet at ankles, your eyes closed, you remove specs. So 3 things: eyes closed, fingers into fingers, keeping hands comfortably in lap, And then cross your feet. Sit comfortably. Spine need not be erect, but comfort is required. So if you need back support, take it. We want to make the body still. We want to make the mind still. The technique is about emptying the mind. When our body is comfortable and still, then our mind will cooperate to get still. And to make it still, we're observing the breath. Our normal, natural breath, we observe. When you observe a breath, normal, natural breath, at any point in the nose, take any point here, 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 here. Many people are taking here. But anyway, you can take and then see that cold air going in, warm air coming out. Some people cannot sense cold and warm. It's okay. See that breath is going in, coming out. One point, you will be able to sense it. Breath is going in, coming out. And as you observe, the breath for many people becomes lighter or shorter, 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 lighter, 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 lighter. So ultimately it stops somewhere here. That's the time you will forget about you are observing the breath. And then slowly, as you're forgetting, and since at the same time, thoughts are going down. When I observe the breath, thoughts go down, mind is becoming empty. So we slowly are going into an altered states of consciousness, where we're not aware of a body anymore. We're not aware of this life anymore. So that is the state we want to get to. It's an emptiness state. Right, friends? And before we do this Anapanasati, breath mindfulness, we are doing for 5 minutes, elevating our heart with love and gratitude, compassion kind of emotions. Right? So for that, we keep our hands on the chest area. With our eyes closed, we're keeping our attention on the breath as well as on our heart. And during the process, initially, we're taking a long, relaxing, slow breath. We take a long, relaxing. Normal breath is there, but you just do a little longer breath. As you do a little longer, relaxing breath, when you put your attention on any part of the body, in this case on the heart, you will feel some breath energy, may not. But breath energy is directly going there. You feel your heart, and then I guide to fill up your heart with emotions, and you do that. And today, as soon as we finish your meditation, today is a business leader day. And we do have a general manager from IBM and one of our mindfulness leaders, very senior master in meditation as well as business, very successful, very, very successful, ran multi-billion-dollar businesses. Lawrence, go ahead, Charlie. We'll introduce her and then we will take her experiences post this meditation. I'm sure Lawrence is there somewhere.
Yeah.
Where are you? Go ahead, Lawrence.
Yeah, hi, Chandra. Sorry, I was getting ready for the meditation. So thanks for the introduction, and I wish everybody a great meditation. And then we will talk about how to take advantage of this into the daily business.
Thank you, Lawrence. Yes. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably. Remove any memory you have, or tell to yourself that any memory I have of any music that I've heard past is not there. Everything is fresh again. Become zero. Become zero of the music that you hear. You say that I'm going in fresh again. I'm listening to the fresh again. I recognize that some of us are getting attached to certain music or the other, right? Becoming fresh again. Music is only a guidance. It's only a standby, right? Your goal is to observe the breath all the time, become empty, and then go into that emptiness. And the guidance and the music is helping at times. With your eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area. Press your attention on your breath. And then take a deep, long, relaxing breath. As you rest your attention on your heart as well, and feel your sacred heart. Breathe more. That relaxing, slow, long breath. And feel your beautiful heart, the seat of all emotions. That's binding all life. That's connecting all life with its love, with its gratitude, with its compassion. Can you feel that love energy, gratitude energy inside your beautiful heart? Relive a moment from your life of love, of gratitude. Feel more of the love energy and expand your heart center. We are all one in this non-dual nature of this universe, of this multiverse. Everything is emptiness and energy, and everything and everybody are connected in this energy. Love is the way, gratitude is the way to feel that wholeness, to feel the connectedness of the tribe. Feel that love, that gratitude inside your beautiful heart. Can you become one with all things and everybody? Can you radiate that energy beyond your body, onto every corner of this planet Earth? Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Feel the love energy inside you, all around you. mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap. With your eyes closed, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. In this meditation, called Anapanasati meditation, or breath mindfulness meditation, we will be observing our simple, natural in-breath and the out-breath. No forceful inhalation, no forceful exhalation, dear friends. No forms in the mind, no sounds in the mouth. Observe your natural, soft, peaceful in-breath and the out-breath. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath. observe the breath. Allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. Our goal is to empty our mind. Our goal is to merge into that emptiness, that pure consciousness, that awareness. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. As you observe that breath, allow yourself to slowly become lighter and lighter with that breath. yourself to merge into that lighter, shallow in-breath and the out-breath. And notice your mind becoming empty. yourself. To become one with your breath. and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is becoming empty, can you become aware of that emptiness inside of you? Become aware of the infinite depth of this emptiness, going deep inside you. Can you feel that emptiness? All around your body, occupying your room, allow yourself to merge into that emptiness. That's spreading far and wide, beyond your body, beyond your room, into the edges of this universe. Stay aware of that universe, of that emptiness, where there is no body, where there is no thing, where there is no place and in no time. Focus your attention on your left side of no body, of no thing, all that emptiness, spreading far and far away from you. Become aware of that infinite depth of that emptiness on your right side. Where there is no body, no thing, no place. Emptiness is energy. That's quantum energy field with infinite possibilities and opportunity. This field has abundance of healing energy, mystical energy, miraculous energy, love energy, or whatever that you can become aware of. With your breath and become one with this emptiness of no body, dear friends. And tune in to the abundance of energies. yourself. To merge into the emptiness of yourself. And experience its wholeness. Experience your divine self, where you connected with everybody and everything. Friends, let's express gratitude. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Be grateful to your parents, for giving this beautiful connection to this universe. Be grateful to all your teachers and mentors for expanding your wisdom. Can you be deeply thankful to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, relatives, your colleagues, for being true mirrors in our life and allowing us to learn so many things. All relationships are true mirrors of ourselves. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, for giving us that unconditional love and trust, and many more. Be thankful to all the things you use, the technology, the government, the systems and companies, for a comfortable living. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, caring for others, for allowing consciousness to explore through you. Be grateful to this intelligent universe for allowing us to create a great new future for ourselves, for allowing us to live this life with so much more. Relax yourself. Feel your body.
Mangalam bhavatu.
Relax.
Mangalam bhavatu. Mangalam bhavatu. Mangalam bhavatu. Bhumi mangalam.
Into this beautiful chant on universal auspiciousness.
Mangalam, mangalam, bhumi mangalam, mangalam, udaka mangalam, mangalam, agni mangalam, mangalam, vayu mangalam, mangalam, agni mangalam, mangalam, vayu mangalam.
As you relax, recollect your experience from the session. The more we recollect, the more we remember, the more we rewire.
Mangalam bhavatu. Mangalam bhavatu. Gagana mangalam, mangalam.
How have you felt? Where have you been?
Mangalam.
Who did you become?
Chandra mangalam, mangalam.
What did you see?
Jagat mangalam, mangalam. Gagana mangalam, mangalam.
And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds
Chandra
and then open your eyes.
mangalam, jagat mangalam, mangalam.
Okay. Every time we come out of meditation, be certain that we are absolutely changing ourselves. There are always empty moments, and so we are part of that energy field. We are always receiving information, so always expanding your consciousness. So we are a new person with a new mind. Today is too bright, sun coming out in Bangalore. For the last 6 days, there's no sun. I guess I got to close this window here. So hope you had a enjoyable session, dear friends. Yes, it'll be good to express your feelings and however you went through. Always good, right? But recognize we are not able to share here, but we can share after the session ends. Now today, meditation is an integral part of our many leaders. And as a corporate course, on Sundays we learn from business leaders. Last Sunday we learned from Sri Ravela and Mr. Balasundaram, both of them who practicing and how they've expressed benefits. And then today we understand from another very successful women business leader. So I'd like invite Sheetal to ask Sheetal to invite Lawrence. Introduce Lawrence.
Hello friends, this is Sheetal. It is my privilege to introduce business leader Lawrence.
Louder. Yeah.
Lawrence is an experienced general manager in the information technology and service industry with expertise in transformation and team management. She has been traveling constantly across the globe since 15 years while leading IBM global business units. Lawrence and her family has lived in Paris, France, also in Singapore, and now resides in New York, USA. In the year 2016, during a business mission, she discovered breath meditation in India at Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. And in 2017, she started teaching mindfulness and meditation in the workplace. In the year 2019, she has become the senior executive sponsor of mindfulness in business, IBM, and reached out to thousands of executives and employees. She also likes hiking in wild nature, reading books, and is engaged in support of people with disabilities. Welcome, Lawrence.
Yeah, thank you, Shita. Thank you for this introduction. And thank you, everyone. It was a great meditation, so we are still just full of this beautiful energy from the universe. So I guess I would like to share some of the benefits of mindfulness meditation, I would say in the workplace. Of course, it also has an impact on the private life. And first message would be for those who are joining us and recently starting meditation. I am not a yogi from the Himalayas, so I only started less than 4 years ago in Bangalore during a business trip. And I would say that practicing only the last 3 years has been really transforming my life at home as well as in a business. And it can happen very, very fast. So usually after a few weeks, and you are in this workshop for a few weeks, you will see the benefit on your daily life. To mention some of them, and first of all, on the meditation itself. So just to share with you, I'm meditating every day. I'm usually meditating for a long time at night, more like a night person. During the weekend, I like meditating also in the morning, so morning and night. During the week, when I was traveling before the COVID, I would meditate more at night or during the travels. It can be in a taxi or it can be in a plane. It doesn't matter, it can be in a train. And I practice Anapanasati, means the breath mindful meditation. So the first benefit were obviously on health. And Chandra has been talking about this quite a while. And it's really something that happened very fast. I nearly immediately, after starting meditation, I improved dramatically the sleep. I needed less sleep. And when you are working, it could be like 2 hours a day. And so it's like 7-8 hours a week. that were given back to me because of the meditation. And the quality of sleep was better, which means that my energy was very high and lasted all day long. When I was in a special mission, like for instance an acquisition, I could sleep maybe 3-4 hours every night for 3 weeks without feeling the fatigue. Okay, but I learned also from Chandra, by the way, to listen to my body. And so because I was meditating, I was aware of my health, my needs, and knew how to recover. But for in the workplace, it's very good to have the energy. The diet also, I was not a vegetarian. I was born and raised in France. It's really not a vegetarian country, but I changed my diet nearly right away, and overnight I became a vegetarian. And I lost weight. I needed less food. I stopped my addiction to chocolate. I still eat chocolate, but it's not an addiction anymore. So you know this time where you have to do a proposal or something at work, and you are on it, and you start thinking, oh, I would like to have a piece of chocolate, and it just takes your mind and you go crazy, and you can think only about this. All of this is gone, right? So that was really useful in my daily business. The second aspect was the fear. So the fear that is sometimes very conscious, but also unconscious. This fear on somebody, your boss said something, or your budget was cut, or you believe you're not good enough, or your team will not be good enough. So you keep worrying. That's one thing that disappeared. It means that became more aware of these emotions and the fact that it was useless most of the time to worry. Okay. The fact also that thanks to the meditation and awareness of this emotion, the ability to recognize immediately the fear. And as an example, for instance, you might be a very senior leader. After more than 30 years in the business, something goes wrong, at work. Somebody is not happy, or there is a problem with a client, and somebody might be nearly yelling at you, and you have two choices. Either you react, which was what I was doing before meditating. So you react and you feel like a 12 years old kid, that the teacher is yelling at you and you don't know what to do. Or thanks to the meditation, you recognize this emotion coming up to you, and you know how to breathe. You know what is going on in your body and in your mind. You are aware of it. And instead of reacting, you respond. Okay, so you have this freedom to respond to the emotion and the fear that is coming up. Okay, so that's very key, because in very tense situation, it can be with a colleague, with an employee, with a client, with a partner. It's really extremely useful to see this emotion coming, be mindful about it. And thanks to the meditation, because you are doing that 1 million times, coming back to the breath, then your mind is coming back to, thanks to this awareness, to what you really want to respond to. So that has helped me in many, many situations. I was recently a general manager, especially in migrating to the cloud. And the migration in the IT industry is happening during the night, during the weekend. And you better keep your calm no matter what happens, and manage the emotion if something is going wrong. It's also helping you to be more entrepreneurial, because you are able to think about risk as a potential instead of risk as something could go wrong. So it's really developing the creativity around bold idea and being able to try to do something else, something new, or see the big picture because of this awareness. You also stop judging. So when you are in team meeting and so on, you know that we all have what we call this unconscious bias. We are not sometimes aware that we make judgment even before we know we have made a judgment. when you meditate on a regular basis, it comes naturally to you that you are aware that, for instance, you just made a judgment about, a colleague who said an idea and you don't even listen to the idea. You already decided that it's not a good idea. When you are open-minded, thanks to meditation, you are really listening very carefully, intensely, and you can identify a great idea, even from somebody who looks a little shy or not look like you, but had a great idea. So that has been helping me a lot in creating new strategy or deciding to invest in some specific assets or or part of the business. The most impactful, really fast, was this notion of being present. You really have 100% of your attention on something. So, for instance, I discovered, thanks to meditation and reading books, I've been reading a lot of books in the last 3 years, that we all believe, many people believe, that multitasking is being heroic, is being a great leader. I multitask, I can do 10 things at the same time. I have everything under control. Anything you will read about what is going on in the brain, and it's science demonstrated that when you multitask, you are 50 to 80% less effective, more like in 80% less effective. And so, thanks to meditation, you completely change, your belief, and you are able to, put on the table all concept. Multitasking is great. No, it's not great. You need to be focused. You need to be concentrated. And how you do that is thanks to the meditation, because again, 1,000,000 times, you're going to put back your attention to the breath, and in a daily life, it's going to come up naturally to you. So it's effective with client. It's effective with when you give feedback to someone. You are really there. You are present. Of course, it's also very effective at home. And after the first year of meditating, my husband told me it was the best year of our life, and I've been married 33 years. Everybody was enjoying, and I said, why do you say that? And he said, because when you are here, you really are here. Okay, so it happens also with clients. I had discussion with clients, and they realize you can listen to them, you can really digest what they are saying, and then you can really respond to what they are looking for. It's very useful also for creating networking and relationship. This is what we call the science of friendship. I strongly believe this is a critical attribute. And when you meditate, when you are aware of yourself, when you are present, when you can be focused and listen well, you develop with an open mind these new relationships, even with people that naturally from your childhood or your education you would not go to, but you go there. And in my case, I am part of this group since many years, and enjoying the PSSM groups across the world. And sometimes I'm the only non-Indian person, and that's fine. But you would have told me that 10 years ago, I would say, me with 500 people from India, are you nuts or what? Right? So this open mind is coming with the meditation, because you completely reshuffle your old belief, the way you had creating, how to react, how to be, who you should be with, and so on. So everything is, completely upside down. You put the people first, and you develop this sense of gratitude. We do, like in IBM, we do, like in many companies, employee surveys, okay, and people can express what they feel. Well, when you develop a culture around being mindful, being compassionate, and develop some action about it, and one of them is gratitude, expressing gratitude, a simple thank you, recognizing people, and so on. It's not like by program, it's because it's part of yourself. You have become compassionate, truly compassionate. And compassion doesn't mean naive or yes, everything is fine and I live in Disneyland. Compassion is really putting yourself in the shoes of others okay, and understand in a easy or not easy part of the day in business. So this notion of compassionate management and expressing gratitude can make miracle with a team, inside a team. For instance, in my team, we had developed a mantra. Let's say we said always, we are one team, we count on each other. It looks very basic and simple. But when you talk about it and you truly live through this, I can tell you, when it's 2 a.m. in the morning, you are in a very complex, cloud migration, and something, is going wrong, or we need a special expert and you need to call somebody at 2 a.m. This is where the beauty of gratitude and compassion is coming up. And this is really part of you and your DNA, because when you meditate and you practice every day, it's something that looks natural to you. This notion that Chandra talked a little bit about already, and we'll talk a lot about it, is this kind of miraculous thinking. Half glass full, half glass empty, okay? Because you meditate and because you are aware of yourself, you realize when something is coming up, because we are human beings and we have emotion, and I still have emotion, but you identify it. And when the negative thought might come up, you can stop it because you are aware of it. So you start trusting your intuition. You start trusting that the universe has your back, and you connect the dots. Everything looks like, wow. As an example, very simple one, but at some point I really wanted to move to India, to try to spend maybe 2 years and working over there, but it was not really part of the, what was available. And my husband was not so keen to move because we have a handicapped kid. It was complicated. But guess what happened? I meditated on this for like maybe 3 months. I needed a solution to keep being connected with India because I was learning a lot. I love India. I was learning meditation. I was asked to change job and to take a brand new job. I had to create a new business unit. It was quite complicated. But when I took my interview with the boss who was trying to convince me to take the job, guess what? It was somebody from India. And when I opened the video and I saw this person, I didn't know who was going to propose the job. I was like, okay, I'm not going to India, but 70% of my team is in India. My new boss is from India, living between India and Bangalore, actually, in the US. I'm all set. And because of this mindset of miraculous thinking, I was thinking, okay, I really vision that this is manifesting now. Okay, so, and I was actually extremely happy, and of course I accepted the job. The next part is the decision making, because you have clarity, so you make faster decision. And sometimes it would take me like 3 months to think about something again and again. I was like observing all the options, and I was wondering, do I have enough information, and so on. Well, it's really happening very soon, very often, that instead of 3 months, it takes me like 3 days and sometimes even 3 hours, because I trust, I trust my heart, I trust my intuition. Of course, I have taken enough information, but I go faster into a decision because I have more clarity of mind and I am not overwhelmed by the emotion. Okay, so all of this create a lot of productivity, more performance, and help being more creative also, and take some risk. So that's the kind of thing that really helps. And actually, we have material feedback with surveys to do this. And my last point would be, after about 3 months meditating, learning meditation, the benefits were so obvious, and including around me, people were asking what I was doing, including my family. When I was a little bit nervous at home, back from my day, they would tell me, okay, you go and meditate and come back in 15 minutes. Okay, so fine. Something was really happening. But after 3 months, I started to think I should have known all of this, 20, 30 years ago. It would have saved me a lot of a lot of negative energy or wasting energy, because all the guilt, all the blame about everybody and so on would have been gone. All of this value would have helped me a lot, including in my family life. And so I was wondering, how could I help my co-workers? Can I do something? I started to talk to someone who told me, "You're crazy if you do that." I mean, it was 2017, early 2017. If you do that, people will believe that you want to go to the Himalayas or you lost your mind. Don't talk about meditation, and so on. Again, go back to the previous point I was making. The fear is gone. So I knew I had to do some things, and actually, I was working very closely with Chandra. We were in the same team, and we started discussing. And again, synchronicity made me meet some people in the organization that had already done some mindfulness. I discovered, there was a mindfulness group inside IBM. At that time, they were a pretty small group, but still, 2,000 people. And meeting also some people from HR, always working with HR is my advice. And then we decided to propose a small group of executive and teach them what was meditation, mindfulness, and step by step creating a group with, like, every Wednesday people could come and meditate, connecting with other people, and step by step it became a real movement. At the same time, we were reading a lot of books and see what was happening in other companies. Doing research is really key. So my message here is, wherever you are, I mean, as long as you practice and you have these benefits, even sitting for one person is valuable in the workplace, and it's doable pretty much everywhere. When I had client meetings, or for instance, multi-client lunch and things like that, I was amazed at the beginning. Actually, when I started, for instance, they were saying that I was eating vegetarian, so the discussion came up, and I was talking about I'm mindful about what I'm eating. Most of the time, there would be at least 50% of the people who were either practicing, interested, or curious about what it was. And when you engage this kind of conversation, I can tell you the business meeting itself completely changed, because there was a kind of creation of a different relationship at a different level, human being connection, which is extremely powerful. I'm not saying that everything is, again, Disneyland, but it's really something critical. So a lot of people are interested. Their kids have mindfulness at school, for instance, or students are learning mindfulness. My future daughter-in-law, when she was at school, she's a nurse now, but 2 years ago she was still at school. They were doing mindfulness and meditation session. And so I took a vow that every day in my life, I would talk about mindfulness and meditation to at least one person a day. And it's a very simple tip. But believe me, if you apply that, you're going to meet a lot of people that today you don't even know about. It's really working. So you start small. The very beginning, so it was my dentist, my doctor, my neighbors, my co-workers. I was in a plane, I would talk to someone, and so on and so on. But the key here is that we can really transform the workplace, and it's absolutely doable. So that's my experience. I'm available, and we are now creating this Buddha CEO Foundation. And the idea is really to help any company, any enterprise, no matter what size, get the benefit of this for the individuals, for the teams, of course, for thriving the business and the communities. I really deeply believe it can transform, the way the society is doing. I decided to live until 120 years. I read the book. So, and I have finally found my purpose. I have two purposes. The one is that the world should meditate, everybody, so they could be happy because it brought happiness. At the end of the day, it's really about being joyful and happy. And the second point is that I want to live older than my sons. So I think with this, I should accomplish. And back to you, Chandra.
That's great. Thank you, Lawrence. Always very practical information. This is all real stuff that you experienced in your life. It's so heartening to know that you said all it took was about 3 months for this lot of transformation to happen. And it happened so quickly for you. And then so is the case with me. And then so it happens very quickly. When we are fully in it, that's a great quality of, by the way, many, many leaders. And I'm seeing this, leaders who come in, we are fully in it. We know one leg here, one leg there. Either you're in it or out, right? Because when you are in it with somebody, then we are fully learning. So Lawrence said, all it took was a little less than 3 months to actually see a lot of benefits. And very quickly, mood going through the body became very healthy. Food cravings have come down, not gone away. I mean, in the sense she lives, she still loves chocolate, I'm sure. And then you are giving me, and we don't give up anything. It's just that we give up that excessive eating, excessive sleeping, excessive talking, all of that. Right? So become very, very mindful. So that she has practically seen body energy increase. I remember still, Lawrence, a lot of your experience said, hey, too much energy is coming into my body, this and that. And then Lawrence said, it became first and foremost thing, stopped yelling at or getting yelled at. When you are in a situation where you are being part of a situation, so you're becoming very, very mindful. I think that she said is one of the most important benefits. Helping stay calm in situations and becoming more empathetic. We all understand this. And for a business leader, it's so important, and as you know it, for everybody in the work life. And I remember there are so many situations where some leaders bully you. When they bully you, when they are hard at you, or otherwise, employees are a little hard at you, then you got to be stable, calm, and all that. So that's what she's saying. Became entrepreneurial mindset. That's great. Being open, trying to try little things, fear of failure, you lose. I think she's done. I've worked for her. I mean, it's like, she was my boss, and she's helped me achieve my goal of getting my company acquired while she was in IBM, and then that's how I came into IBM. And she's not here because she was my boss. She's because she transformed completely. And the amount of work she's done, as she was saying, the amount of work and amount of mindfulness promotion she's done is incredible in the organization. Incredible. Alone, she's taught thousands and thousands, maybe more than 20,000 people should have taught in IBM alone. She said, I became very, very present moment aware. That means I gave up on multitasking. Like that commando, like that heroism of I'm doing multiple things. I gave up on multitasking. And multitasking is 80% less productive than single tasking. Focus, concentration. They're all coming automatically, by the way. She's not talked about any special practice, has she? She didn't even say, apart from meditation, do this, do that. She's not even said everything is naturally happening. All it required was that sincere, serious practice into meditation. This present moment awareness is so important for particularly managers. We're giving feedback. We don't give unbiased feedback. We are actually listening to the participant, particularly because we all know when you're doing performance appraisals, it's never easy, right? And you don't like to give something about somebody. But then because of a contract in an organization setting, we got to give some feedback, and the other person may be ready, not ready. If you are meditated on the other side, you'll be very, very ready. And if you are meditated at this side, you are absolutely be very open to understand what the person is talking. So she is saying, we become very, very aware when you're giving things like those critical situations, right? And her husband told her she is the best person who has discovered her after so many years. Wonderful, right? That's what is happening. For the family members are telling, hey, you're different. And many children are telling my parents, you're different now. Compassionate gratitude attitude. So she gave a very practical example. What does it mean at work life? At 2 a.m. there is a problem, and we're all one team, and you extend that compassion and then to everybody. Then you say, okay, it's one team. Even though the problem may be from Ram or John, but if I'm called in, so I will still go and help. That's being compassionate. You don't say, oh, this is somebody's problem, right? So I think that's what she's saying. It becomes very, very practical in organizations. I love it. She developed miraculous thinking, right? Accepting miraculous thinking. Then she said, I'm making my decisions very, very quickly. Clarity, a lot of clarity. Meditation is giving so much clarity that you, of course, as a leader, you take information. You are taking logically, but then you got the gut feel right. You got the clarity right. So quick decisions, big or small. And then I think last thing she said is in 3 months, once I recognized the benefits of it so much that I could not but extensively promote it and then discover that mindfulness community. It's not a taboo anymore. That otherwise, that you talk about this to people, you feel that, okay, what do they think? Oh, I'm practicing some kind of religious practice. No. So every time she went to clients, she was talking about it to the clients, where you always want your business and you feel every word I speak has to be like really super, right? But then you talk about it. By the way, I did it for a long time. I used to just constantly give magazines and books. It's easy to invest 300 rupees. So far, by now, people should be having these magazines. The Spiritual India and Spiritual Science, if you're not subscribed, please do. Because the Spiritual Science is introducing a master. Spiritual India introduces one Indian master. Spiritual Science introduces one Western master every month, right? India has so much richness of meditation culture, we know it. And then so is West. So these two magazines, if you have, then we are constantly, one, you're getting to know, but two, I used to give these magazines. Every month I finished, what do I do with them? And I just go and then give it to a set of people. And I get about 20 magazine copies every month with me, and then I'm giving them. Constantly carry books, the magazines and books. But she was constantly talking about it to dear friends. And she made that every day at least one person she wants to tell. Every day one person. You don't spare anybody, your doctor, your maid, whoever it is, right? Whoever that comes along the way, anyone that you tell one person. And then I think just that having that intent itself will attract people into our life. And then we make that person just educate, awareness, or teach, one of those two, right? Whatever that is possible in the given time. So thank you, Lawrence. A lot of practical information for many of us to take. And Karthikeyan,
my last point, Chandra, would be what I told everybody we had in IBM. It's about practice. So to everyone here, it's not an intellectual exercise. So practice would be my last words. Every day. That's how you get the benefits. If you just talk about it, it's interesting, but you won't feel the benefits. So it's really about practice.
Thank you, sir. Sir, once we'll take from Ramani sir a quick observation, and then we're closing with Karthikeyan sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Lawrence. This is not just kind of a hearsay or anything. This is something just come out of your own practice, what you did it and how you experienced it. I haven't heard such a lucid expression of the benefits of meditation. What you have learned yesterday, Chandra was mentioning about learning and sharing. You have learned all these years, and believe me, in these about 25 minutes, you have shared it with so many people. I am sure it's highly convincing, and this will encourage many of us to take it forward to this level. Amazing. I've been making notes of the one thing. One very important point, what you said about the science of friendship. It's a great concept. How it takes us to a different level. Meditation takes us to a different level. It just makes us realize who we are, this Aham Brahmasmi, and that science of friendship getting across to. So transformation of an individual, transformation of an organization, transformation of a society. I think this is going to be what we call as a Swarga, the heaven. And that is exactly what is being the pathway to that kind of a living. Ideal for everyone. Thank you, Lawrence, so much for the wonderful disposition. And thanks, Chandra, for this great opportunity. Karthikeyan and SVB sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We will definitely hear from SVB sir as a successful business leader. Sir, your observation.
Mrs. Lawrence, I take one lesson from you today. Practice meditation. Your quality of life will go on improving. Thank you, Lawrence, for the exhaustive references on various qualities you are able to improve, achieve by undergoing the meditation, and you are up to absolute decision to go on teaching meditation to at least one person every day. And not only that, you made the biggest, world best IBM company employees to undergo meditation and improve not only their quality but also quality of the company or corporate itself. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence, for sharing your views. Thank you. Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you, sir. Coming from you, practice, 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 I think is a mantra for all of us. Thank you. Karthikeyan, sir, with you, we
Lawrence,
close the session. Yeah, with you.
congratulations. What an amazing sharing. What an amazing, inspiring transformation. And so beautifully sharing all aspects of this. Inspiring everyone who is already there will continue. I wish more and more people are able to hear what you have gone through and how beautifully expressed it. Transformation of the individual, all aspects, their family, the company. You see, transforming the workplace. I think your presence itself should be doing it because you have expressed so much of glow and genuineness in you. And also to say that how within 3 months you could do achieve. It's a hope for everybody. For everybody who even attends this once, they will not leave it now. And I'm happy to show that Chandra had played an important role in your transformation.
Yes.
You learned from him and you came to know the Pyramid Valley, and you have been coming and you are so committed to India and its values. That's amazing. It's one of the most inspiring transformational stories I've ever heard. Congrats to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Karthikeyan, sir, that's your validation means a lot. This is great. Yes, workplace transformation. Our goal, part of these sessions, and then you've been so much power behind in reaching out to as many people, is to transform as leaders. Many people who are in this, I'm sure you are leaders in your own way, in your own right, and you have access to so many resources as well as the environment. So our goal is to help make that impact in whichever way possible, and then we're all part of it. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the closing. Dear friends, it's great to learn from a leader, and then certainly we have again some exciting leadership lined up for next week. Somebody young who's been highly successful and then practices this regularly in his life. We'll learn from him. And those of you who attended last session, you've not heard from him. So you're going to hear from somebody new. So stay tuned and we'll have that next week. But otherwise, we are meeting tomorrow morning back again at 6 a.m. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.